An adventurer after my own heart. You like to work on your own, and I have tasks suited to just such a person. Care to take on a job today? An agent representing all three alliances here on High Isle has a task if you're willing. A number of Alliance ships have wrecked in nearby waters lately. Each carried uniforms that could be used as disguises if they fall into the wrong hands. Go to Shipwreck Shoals on the northeast coast of High Isle. The pirates there have absconded with the crates of uniforms. Find the crates and burn them. If you want more information, seek out the agent at the Fighters Guild. His name is Levis Cavis. Be careful out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of our fair archipelago. Return to me when the job is complete, and your pay will be waiting. That depends on who requests the work. Personally, I am an employee of House Dufort. They more or less run things here on High Isle. But I represent merchants, knightly orders, and wealthy individuals who require help and have the gold to pay.
It'd be nice to get off my feet.
Serving as an agent for three alliances that really can't stand each other is difficult, but as a neutral party, at least they trust the Fighters Guild. Mostly. But you look like you need something. Did Waylode send you about the job? Of course. The three alliances have been sending supply ships to High Isle for weeks now, all in anticipation of some unrevealed business. Anyway, they hired the Fighters Guild to serve as an agent for all of them, and the Hall Steward assigned me. The waters between High Isle and Emenos are particularly treacherous. Ships run aground or get smashed by storms on a regular basis. These ships, however, were carrying uniforms for the three alliances. If those fall into the wrong hands... Because we know the Dreadsail pirates use the place as a port of call. Get in there, find the crates, and burn them to ash. Imagine the kind of havoc those sea elves could cause if they could disguise themselves as Alliance sailors or soldiers.
Now this is why I joined you. This place is great.
amounts of raid there soon.
Welcome back, adventurer. Were you able to successfully perform the task I assigned to you? That's excellent news. I will inform Levis Cavis straight away and he can let the alliances know. The pirates will strike again, but that's a worry for another day. Here is your pay, and remember to come see me again when you want another job. No more work today, my friend. Seek me out later, and we can come to a new arrangement. That depends on who requests the work. Personally, I am an employee of House Dufort. They more or less run things here on High Isle. But I represent merchants, knightly orders, and wealthy individuals who require help and have the gold to pay. If you need gold, I could use a hand. There's always work available for someone who can handle things on their own. Can I offer you a job today? That's good, since I must hire a worker. A mage requires someone to travel to the Coral Cliffs in northern Aminos and gather ritual components from the druids of the Elder Tide Circle. And full disclosure, these druids are not the friendly sort. Oh yes, especially to anyone who doesn't bend to their traditions and beliefs. Nevathil is researching druidic magic for the Mages Guild, so anything you find will help her with her studies. She's at the Ancient Anchor Inn if you have more questions. Be careful out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of our fair archipelago. Return to me when the job is complete, and your pay will be waiting.
Please tell me that Waylode sent you to help me with my research. I've been able to get anywhere with the druids on my own. Coral Cliffs is a rocky cove on the northern side of Amanos. You know, the so-called Prison Island. I need you to go there and gather some of the components the druids use in their rituals. I'm studying their approach to magic for the Mages Guild. Well, I'm fascinated by the magic that the druids of the Elder Tide Circle cast, and I have it on good authority that Coral Cliffs is one of their strongholds. I do urge caution, however. The Elder Tide are what you might call hostile druids. Unfortunately, no. Even the friendly druids of the Stonelaw Circle refuse to give away their secrets. But I really want to study the magic of the Elder Tide druids. It's very volatile. With enough components to study, there's so much I can learn.
So raise a toast.
yields.
No one can stop the Elder Tide.
Fill us.
Welcome back, adventurer. Were you able to successfully perform the task I assigned to you? I'm not an expert on such matters, so I'll have to take your word for it. I'll deliver these to Neverthil so she can advance her research. Here's your pay for a job well done. Come back soon and I should have more work for you. Deepest apologies, but there is no more work available today. But here in the archipelago, the winds change quickly. Come back later and we shall see what we can do. An adventurer after my own heart. You like to work on your own, and I have tasks suited to just such a person. Care to take on a job today? Most excellent. A mage named Morgan Osina needs someone to enter the Fire Pot, a very hot, very dangerous cave southwest of All Flags Island. The pay is good, provided you accomplish a small task. The mage seeks assistance with some arcane research. Take this and sprinkle some of its contents on lava pools inside the fire pot. Then return here and you get paid. Simple as that. If you need more information, you can find Morgan Osina in the Mages Guild here in town. So, can I count on you for this? Be careful out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of our fair archipelago. Return to me when the job is complete and your pay will be waiting.
Such commitment, such purpose. You must be the assistant that Waylode promised to provide. Well, he gave you the reagents, correct? All you need to do is enter the fire pod and sprinkle them in a few lava vents. My spells will do the rest. I am one of the Guild's foremost experts on fire magic. This research is vital to the further refinement of fire spells of all sorts. The reagents have been ensorcelled to gather fundamental information from the molten rock and send it back to me. Oh, there's no time to give you a lesson on the arcane dynamics of living, burning rock. Just know that the vents in the fire pot have a primordial nature that can reveal untold mysteries. My ensorcelled reagents should last long enough for the task. Just what you'd expect. Expand the knowledge of the Mages Guild. My research will make fire spells more powerful and of longer duration. Perhaps even help me discover new spells, or new applications of existing spells. The possibilities are endless. No, the reagents can't stand up to the heat for very long. Each application provides only an infinitesimal amount of details. I will need someone to repeat the procedure every few days until the available knowledge has been exhausted.
Where's that messenger? I can't leave until I hear from the steward.
bad folk side and pulled this town.
Back so soon? Can I assume that means that all went well? And with hardly a burn or singe in evidence, well done. I will inform Morgan Osina that this portion of her research is complete. Here is your pay. Remember, I always have work for an adventurer of your caliber. Come back and see me soon. No more work today, my friend. Seek me out later, and we can come to a new arrangement. If it isn't my favorite adventurer, looking for a job you can handle on your own, then you've come to the right place. Can I put you to work, my friend? Excellent. Sir Charles, an old knight of the Order of the Albatross, requires someone younger and more capable than himself to brave the ruins of Death's Valor Keep. You see, no one remains of the Keep's original order to do what must be done. Gather the skulls of the fallen knights and bring them to me. I'll make sure they get to Sir Charles for a proper burial. If you have more questions, Sir Charles can be found at the temple here in the city. Can I put you down for this job? Be careful out there. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of our fair archipelago. Return to me when the job is complete, and your pay will be waiting.
You have saved many lives by ending Vox's threat. What you did was good and right.
Are you a follower of the Divine's adventurer? Come to pray or pay your respects? Or maybe you're actually looking for me? Has Waylode finally found someone to take on my quest? Good, good. Those poor souls have been unattended for far too long. Terrible shame what happened to them and their order. I'm too old to brave that damned keep. But it warms my heart to know that someone has taken up my cause. Every knight deserves a proper burial. When I learned that their remains were still trapped inside that old keep, I decided to do what I could. I'm too old to deal with whatever horrors stalk those ruins, but I have gold. That counts for something. Just the skulls will do. With those, the priests can perform their rites, and we can lay them to rest. As for the keep, rumors persist that all manner of undead haunt the place. No one knows what happened there, but the Order never recovered.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
the Isles, and for a while we've had a source of pride. Noel are the night.
They are traitors to the memory of Admiris.
Welcome back, adventurer. Were you able to successfully perform the task I assigned to you? Well done, adventurer. I will see that these get to Sir Charles for a proper burial, and here is your payment, just as we agreed. Now remember, there's always a job that needs to be done around the archipelago. Come see me when you want more work. Unfortunately, all of the jobs I had available have been distributed for the day. Come back later, and I'm sure I'll have more work for you. If it isn't my favorite adventurer, looking for a job you can handle on your own, then you've come to the right place. Can I put you to work, my friend? Then we are the perfect pair. Borzadar, a page from House Dufort, brought word that his lord requires someone to enter Breakwater Cave on the southern coast of High Isle and destroy crates of supplies stolen by Hadalids. Yes, destroy, not recover. Aquatic creatures of an ill nature. Unpleasant. Suppose that's why they'd rather destroy the supplies than have them returned. But Borzadar is at the Ancient Anchor Inn if you want more details. Can I count on you for this task? I have no other information regarding the job, but I'm sure you'll have no trouble completing it. Well, not too much trouble at any rate. Come back here when you're done and I'll have your pay.
An adventurer talking to me? You must be from Waylode, here to help with our little problem. Well, if there's anything I can do to facilitate your work, you only have to ask. Indeed. The Hadalids that reside in Breakwater Cave on the southern coast of the island have a habit of attacking House Dufort's supply wagons. They drag crates of supplies into their lair for gods know what purpose. Precisely. Gods know what sorts of maladies those sea creatures carry. The supplies are ruined, we're sure of it. Better to destroy the crates and deny the Hadalids their contents. Without the supplies, maybe the creatures will move on. Of course, but other matters across High Isle have them occupied right now. Besides, I assume that an adventurer such as yourself would appreciate the gold we have provided to see this job done.
That's the end of that tale. I'm with you, my friend. Get out of there! On my honor! Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
Fill up.
Back so soon? Can I assume that means that all went well? Excellent. Borzadar and House Dufort will be pleased to hear that. I don't think the Count or Duchess could stand the thought of those foul creatures contaminating their property. Here's your pay. I'll have more work for you in the future, I'm sure. Unfortunately, all of the jobs I had available have been distributed for the day. Come back later, and I'm sure I'll have more work for you. Back again? Well, if you have the time, I have the gold. I happen to have a task that needs taken care of, and I'm sure you can deal with it by yourself. Want to hear what I have available? Brilliant! A Society of the Steadfast Advocate needs someone to investigate a small island off the western coast of Aminos. Prisoners she represented have disappeared from the Aminos stockade. She thinks they were sent to the island to die. Go to Whalefall, determine if she's right, and bring back evidence of the prisoners sent there. If we can start compiling a list of the prisoners and match it to those missing, that will help a lot. Anything else? Talk to Advocate Inawaldowin. I look forward to your safe return and news of your success. Your pay will be waiting once the job is complete.
Do you need counsel, friend? Or have you come from Waylode about the job I asked him to fill? Be advised, the Society of the Steadfast pays well and always deals fairly with one and all. As an advocate for the Society of the Steadfast, I provide legal counsel to the poor and unfortunate. Currently, I am involved in a long-term effort to improve conditions on the prison island of Amanos. Because many of the prisoners I was helping have disappeared, and the jailers have no record of what happened. My sources tell me they were sent to Whalefall to die. Determine the truth of this, and bring back anything to identify the prisoners. Look for the prisoners. Hopefully they are alive, but if you find their remains, they should be carrying documents that identify them, list their crimes, and detail their sentences. Bring those documents to Waylode, and he will return them to me. Let's go!
Arrows enough for the likes of you.
To the grave with you!
Back so soon? Can I assume that means that all went well? Dead? Then Advocate Inawaldowin was correct in her assumptions. Very well. I will get these documents to her and she can match the names to her list of missing prisoners. Thank you again, adventurer. And as promised, here is your pay. deepest apologies, but there is no more work available today. But here in the archipelago, the winds change quickly. Come back later, and we shall see what we can do.